Hello and welcome to yet another gameplay commentary. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate your comments on the last video and actually on the last couple of videos, to be honest. And I really appreciate you guys subscribing. Thank you so much for doing so. I really wanted to see this channel grow to 1,000 subs by the end of this year, 2022. And I really enjoy this game, to be honest. I really do. It's a fresh rediscovery of Call of Duty since, fortunately, I would say, with the last Call of Duty, which was Cold War, I think. Sorry, Vanguard. I didn't play Vanguard that much, but Cold War was kind of okay, I would say, but still had its ups and downs and certain things missing. But oh my god, guns feel in this game and everything about it is just next level. It's next level shit. I'll be honest with you. This is something that is that I cannot express in a light manner. It's just awesome. Anyway, long story cut short, I just wanted to talk to you about a topic which I felt should be talked about recently. And it was brought up to me in my own circles with my family members. It's basically kids and media, social media, I would say, or technology on its own. Now, some of you may have known, some of you may not, that I'm a family man. I have a daughter, and you know, with the mom, we have certain issues when it comes to technology and what the little girl is allowed to do and is allowed not to do and stuff like that. Now, hear me out on this. So what they're saying is that kids should not play with games more than an hour a day. Now, as you can hear on my accent, English is not the first language I speak, not even the second language I speak. I studied and learned English at schools, and basically I can thank my English knowledge to video games. Why? Back in the day I started playing on PlayStation 1 and the old Nintendo, the NES. Who remembers that? Leave us a comment below. Anyway, long story cut short. Back in the day, okay, not many things were able, especially in terms of digital media. Not many things were available in my own native language, which is, as I mentioned, it's not English. So I had to constantly read, basically, English text, and I started to play on PlayStation, literally, with Final Fantasy VII. Now guess what? I'm a 14, 15-year-old young boy going to school, enjoying some football, that's soccer for my American audience, during the weekends and maybe in the afternoons, and then suddenly the weekend hits. And then obviously, since I grew up in a conservative Eastern European family, my mom and dad allowed me to have literally a 1 hour playtime on the good old PlayStation, if you had good grades, obviously. Now, I did not have always good grades, but you know, when I had a good week or two, I was allowed to play 1 hour a day. Now, guess what's happening with 1 hour a day when you play Final Fantasy? Not much, I can say that, not much. So to get the most out of your playtime, imagine the fact that you don't even speak the language and you have to read, obviously, because Final Fantasies back in the day, they never had voice dubbing, so I had to read the text. I'm sitting there in front of my PlayStation with with a dictionary, an English dictionary, and I'm trying to find out what each character said so I can progress the game. Now imagine if I was going to be given not 1 hour, but maybe 2-3 hours this way, I would have learned English extremely faster. Why? Because a video game is something that kids are interested in. So once you give them, oh god, I'm done. Once you give them something that they are interested in and turn it into a lesson, you're done. Like I am now. You're done, because they love to do that. Now my daughter loves to watch these YouTubers who are doing these kids shows on YouTube, which are great. Okay, her first language is again not English. Oh, I'm gonna have to switch to get this guy down. There you go. It's not English. Woohoo! Okay. So what we discovered is that when she starts to watch these YouTube channels and then plays these free games that she can download from the iStore or whatever it's called, iTunes, whatever, she started to talk to us in English. Why? Because she constantly hears these things and constantly reads these things. So when we go abroad or when we have something like a family reunion or whatever, and people from abroad come to visit us, family members I mean, she immediately starts talking to them. Maybe just a couple of words here and there, things like, hey, how are you, how was your day? Maybe she doesn't understand what that meant. Maybe she does not know how to respond to these things. But still, at the end of the day, she starts to use English words. Now, my question to you guys is, do you think that young people, youngsters, young ones, younglings, 5, 6, 7, 8-year-olds should be allowed to watch YouTube videos on a longer basis, should be allowed to use social media? Let me know. There are benefits, obviously, and there are obviously a couple of things that are not as good. But still, at the end of the day, I think playing video games at a young age and watching YouTube at a young age with supervision, it could be great fun. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, guys. If you enjoyed today's show, I would say, don't forget to subscribe and let me know in your comments what your thoughts were. Take care of yourselves. See you in the next one.